was a beefy
I'll sync it on that one.
Everything's out of sync right until you get right there.
Yeah, it cuts and it's suddenly in sync. Welcome back to the Crackcast. We're here with another guest.
My
Evie.
girlfriend,
Hi.
Evelyn. Such a formal name.
Yeah, you gotta
Very
call me
formal
Evelyn.
name.
Got an old lady
I was
name.
like, it was my great grandmother's name.
It's an old lady name.
I go by Evie, like verbally, but on pieces of paper, I'll write my name as Evelyn because I don't like how Evie.
So then
looks
you
with my last
confuse
name.
the teachers.
Exactly, and the ones that I don't like will call me by Evelyn because I don't like you. We're
Unless
not on
if
that
it's
level
Jones, then she calls you
We're
a
not on
bean
that level
burrito.
yet.
Finiseth called me
Our-
Evelyn.
our
all
old-
throughout my whole years.
Our old English teacher would never call the class by like children.
Or like students.
It's like, hey, how you baby bean burritos doing this morning?
My sweet baby chinchillas.
Sweet baby chinchillas.
It was just
That's
like
awesome.
adjective, baby, random noun.
Yeah.
How's it going, grungy baby diapers?
Ew. Oh my
Grungy
God.
baby
Jones
diapers.
would.
She
Jones
would.
would. There is
She-
no question about it.
She prided herself in making someone feel awkward.
She never accomplished it with me.
Well, that's very hard, hun.
I have a skill.
A
Skill.
skill.
There's not many people that can weird me out. There are a few people here, and there's one person back home that weirds me out.
There is one guy that very definitely can weird me out.
I
You
wonder.
thinking about who I'm thinking about?
Yeah, we think about the same dude.
I think we're thinking about the same dude.
Name start with a C.
Maybe.
Yeah, we think about the
We
same
think
dude.
about the same dude.
McKinley.
I don't think his name starts with a C.
Is that Noah?
That was
Oh,
no
we got a stampede coming.
Mercedes.
Jigger.
What the hell is happening?
Okay,
You think we know?
I got our ASMR for the day.
Okay.
Mercedes.
Yes. Okay, for those
Yes.
if you are somebody such as
Literally
Bumble,
anyone
bitch.
on our.
literally anybody really who watches the podcast, because
Because none of our floor
yeah.
watches it. None of our friends watch our podcast.
Haynes' mom watches it.
Yeah,
Hi,
that's
Haynes'
weird.
mom.
Hi, Haynes' mom. Hello, Mrs. Hey, dude. Hey, dude.
Sorry for doing an impression of your son, but it's kind of
Hey,
necessary.
dude. What's up, dude?
It's dude. What's up? It's just a bunch of that.
I hate it when he
awesome.
says bro, because it's so breathy. It's just like, bro.
Anyway.
Like, how much air did you just exhale?
Anyway, so if you don't go to school here, you will not know. But we have a professor, a film professor. That's how he speaks.
Mercedes.
Yes.
What is the purpose of the question?
What are the 5 aspects of film form? No
Mise en
notes.
scène.
No
Mise en
notes.
scène.
No notes. They change every time.
Well, let's just say there have never been the same 5 aspects of film.
Yeah. Oh look, it's Mercedes.
We'll let you do that.
Not allowed.
Now you just play an audio clip that makes everyone uncomfortable.
Oh, dude, that sounds nasty. Oh, do you hear that?
Mercedes, are you having some problems with it now? There will be no audio
It doesn't.
clip added.
It doesn't match the audio of the podcast at all.
It's like-
It's super echoey. Well, I mean, this is kind of echoey, but I can change that in post.
It didn't work last time.
Well,
Nothing
we were in a
could've
very
helped
different
last
location last time. Yeah, nothing was helping last time.
usual.
I want.
Our normal set.
VW bus.
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry, the VW bus is still in the shop. The engine is kaput.
The engine is not in it.
No, it needs a lot of.
Well, do we need the engine in it for the podcast? Because I don't think we do.
We sort of need the VW bus.
Yeah.
That's sort of in the shop.
Oh, we'll push it.
We'll record it.
We'll push
in
it
the shop.
here.
No, you will not.
We'll record it in the shop.
That's gonna be even worse audio than the last episode.
I mean,
You just hear a bunch of power tools going off.
If you closed all the doors, you'd be fine. It's a sanctuary in that bus. For context, I own a 71 VW camper bus, and it is my baby, and my dad tried to sell it, and I cried. I was
Did
like,
you tell him it was the crack van?
So Lucario, you can shut the fuck up. Those are the specs that you needed. He won't let me live that. We're working on it.
Super breathy right in the mic.
yeah.
We're working on it.
Oh, the Chuck E. Cheese live
Yeah, when's that happening? Because for the audience members, we hit our goal. So he will have to do the live stream in the Chuck E. Cheese mask, and I'm very excited. So, Parker, when's that happening?
I need to figure out what I'm gonna do.
I don't think it really matters. You could play in Halo Reach.
I don't have the Master Chief Collection.
I do. I can let you borrow it.
You're welcome for the Chuck E. Cheese mask. It was my old babysitter.
I blame you.
Evie
Yeah.
gave him the mask, and it all snowballed from there.
I directly blame Evie because I feel like one of those scents was her alone.
It was me. I did
It
watch
was
the whole
her.
podcast.
Bumble bitch,
Lucario.
Lucario, and the 12-year-old.
And a 12-year-old.
The,
one that followed you
the
on
European 12-year-old.
He's European?
He's European. I'm international, bitches. We're international.
Our 12-year-old, who apparently watches Pornhub gay.
Yeah, for some reason he just has that screenshot at the ready for
That was
memes.
so fast produced.
It was very quickly produced. You know what? If you're listening to this, I'm impressed.
Props to you, child.
Child. She probably shouldn't be on Pornhub gay though.
I'm not gonna judge him for his preferences.
But
Well, it
Just
shouldn't
a
be on
little young,
any
sir.
Pornhub site.
You can be into whatever you're into.
I'm not saying he can't be. I'm
You're
just
a
saying
wee
he maybe
child.
shouldn't be on a porn site.
You are a wee child, boy.
Wee child.
I have a sister your age.
oh god, that's terrifying to think about. Nope.
Isn't it?
I don't need to think
I just
about
became
my little
British.
sisters doing that.
In it?
It's okay, at least you didn't know that cunt was a word.
Yeah, we like that word.
That sounds
We
like-
like that word in this dorm.
I'm aware.
Mm-hmm. That and cuck.
That's
Cuck
been
is a
your
good
that's
one.
been your favorite word recently, and it's really funny because you'll use it in circumstances where it makes zero sense.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when there's like a train going by, like we'll be driving the car together and a train goes by, and you're just like, you fucking cock! It says it straight to the train.
To a whole train.
To a whole train.
Every car that passes cuck, 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 cuck. Ooh, look at that down there. It's a cuck.
Cuckold.
He goes the full word. Cuckold.
God.
So Parker, you have not seen Knives Out yet.
No.
You got to see that. You'd like it.
Knowing the director, I feel like I would enjoy it heavily.
It's super good. It's very, very good. Chris Evans is awesome. Everything he says in the movie is hilarious.
Okay, are we talking... Which Chris Evans is this? Is this like Snowpiercer Chris Evans? Fantastic Four Chris Evans? Marvel Chris Evans? Or Scott Pilgrim versus the World Chris Evans?
Snowpiercer mixed with Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love the thought of that.
So he's dark, but everything he says is hilarious. Have some more cookies, Ransom. Wow. He's just super sarcastic about everything.
So it is
What's up,
literally
Evan?
It is literally a perfect combo of the first and the last that I said,
Yeah.
which are my two favorites. No offense to Marvel Chris Evans. I just like these two.
Which
for-
Marvel Chris Evans? Captain America Chris Evans?
I
Or Johnny
specified
Storm?
Fantastic Four Chris Evans.
I know, but technically they are.
Because that was not under the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Which I think they're gonna start doing.
Which is going to be really funny. I hope that Chris Evans comes back for like...
They go back in time again.
Yeah. Like they go back in time.
And Chris Evans is like, huh.
And he's like,
You seem familiar.
Oh my god. And it's
you don't look too good in that.
You remind me a lot of myself.
I remember when I had a suit like that.
Oh god, that is so fun. Such a good little callback.
The hair's
I love
not
that.
right.
Hair's not quite right.
Gosh, his hair was horrible in the Fantastic Four. For those of you who don't know, like the 12-year-old who I'm betting has never seen that movie.
Which
That
is
was
a
my
shame.
childhood.
That was my childhood, but I didn't like it. I still don't like
I
the original
love it.
Fantastic Fours.
It was my friend's childhood, which then became my preteen-hood because I was just shown a bunch of movies that I wasn't exposed to as a kid. I was a PBS kid/horse girl as a wee child.
You know what?
You're still being shown stuff that I watched as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what else we all had in our childhood? Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not the shitty movie by M. Not. Not a good director, Shyamalan.
And no.
Kidding. Kidding.
The bigger thing is that you guys have experience in a place that I don't. Because you guys watched The Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I still haven't finished it. I know.
Are you just waiting to watch it with your group?
I'm watching it online over Discord with my internet friends.
Oh my
One of which is Bernadette, which
we're trying to get on.
She agreed to do it. It'll happen most likely next week.
This is scheduling errors on our part.
Yeah, this is not Bernadette not cooperating. This is us just being dumb fucks.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes?
What's up?
I thought you had a lip ring for a second.
Yeah,
I realized
from
it
my
was a
perspective, it
toothpick.
did look like a lip ring.
You'd look good with a lip ring.
I will never get
Or a nose ring.
I will never get a piercing of any kind.
I know
Why?
you won't.
I don't like it.
Why
I don't
not?
like the idea. I don't
Well,
like
you
the
have
idea of
to-
something
wait,
entering my
wait.
body and then exiting
But
on the other side.
notch in your one ear would be perfect for a
No,
helix.
I don't
It'd
like
be really
it.
cute.
Yeah, no.
What if I bought you one
What
that you
about
just
my
like stick
face
on?
would look good with?
If I stick it on, I don't give a shit.
I don't know. It was just.
But I'm not
something
gonna.
that
I'm
was
not gonna
right
get
there.
something
It
that
was
goes
really cool.
actually through my
Yeah.
body.
It looked like a lip ring for like 0.2 seconds, and
It
it,
did.
looked cute.
It looked good.
I don't know.
I don't like the idea of getting
I
a
can
piercing.
deal with getting like tattoos.
Yeah, I've got a tattoo, and I would 1,000,000% do that again. I really want to, but I will never get a
lip
piercing.
rings and like. Those,
Are you gonna join me and Noah?
No.
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 Unless you guys are getting tattoos, I'd get
Yeah,
a tattoo.
we're all getting tattoos.
What are you getting tattoos of?
I'm getting grain and lilacs.
For his.
It's a tattoo that me and my sister are sharing.
Okay. See,
That's
my
a
tattoo was
familial
supposed to be a
bond.
matching tattoo with my brother and my sister, but they're wimps and they backed out.
Parker, do you want to get a matching mudkip tattoo?
Don't test me.
Don't test me. We'll just get it on
Don't tempt me, woman.
Get it like right here on our hips. Just a
Ooh,
little
hip would
tiny-
be painful, I feel, because there's bone right there.
Well,
I'm gonna
not
get
the
it right
bone, like the
here.
squishy part.
Oh.
Your inner thigh. It's
Yes.
just gonna be a little mudkip right there.
Get it on
my upper inner.
Get it on
thigh.
your
like right here.
Get it on your knee pit, which I need to look up what that's actually called.
That
'cause
sounds
we were having,
horrible.
No,
we were
knee
having
pit.
this conversation earlier. What is the knee pit actually called?
Yeah. Because you got weirded out by being called a knee pit, but that's what it is.
I've never heard anybody call it a knee pit until tonight. So
It's a knee pit. It's like your armpit, but in your knee.
okay,
Except it's more like
here's
an
what it's actually
elbow.
called:
Yeah, it is more like an
the
elbow.
popliteal fossa,
Cool.
Popliteal fossa.
shallow depression located at the back of the knee joint.
What's the inside of your elbow called?
Elbow pit.
Because this is an elbow, but then what's this called?
Let's find out.
Elbow pit.
We are here to help all of the anatomy students. The
Wait,
cubital fossa.
would that make this your leg pit?
Is this a leg pit?
Okay, I think we're getting off topic with the pits. I think we're getting off topic with the pits.
Is this your neck pit?
Is the small of your back pit? Hey, Evan. you came out at the worst time.
We're talking about different pits. of
What
the
do you call
body.
this?
What?
What do you
this
call this?
This?
Yeah.
Isn't that like your Charlie horse?
No.
No, that's a muscle.
Oh wait, no, that's like down here.
Yeah, this is called.
That's
a
your
knee pit.
popliteal fossa.
This is a knee pit.
Knee pit, yeah.
That's what the knee pit's anatomical term is. Popliteal fossa.
Okay, but
weird.
knee pit.
Yeah.
Knee pit's a lot easier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget popliteal fossa in like
2 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah. It's gonna be really
You're just
short.
gonna set a daily alarm that reminds you.
Popliteal
Every day.
fossa.
The knee pit is called the popliteal fossa.
No.
Yep.
But Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah,
Back
we
to Avatar.
Jumped over that topic pretty quick.
Yeah, that didn't take really any time at all for us to get off topic.
Avatar 2?
I know.
No, we're talking about the
Avatar's
cartoon.
the Last Airbender.
That one.
Want to know a fun fact?
Yes.
They're currently developing Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 at the same time.
I know.
But not Avatar: The Last Airbender. They are doing a Netflix adaptation though. So what are your thoughts on that?
I'm scared.
Live action Netflix adaptation. I'm scared but also excited. You just ran in here sure that there was something going on, but really it's just the
I'm looking
podcast.
for my roommate.
He left.
I'm scared because I've seen the other anime style adaptations that they've done. But they've also grown better at making their own originals.
It's hit or miss with Netflix whether or not it's going to be a good or a bad show right now.
Here's why I'm excited.
Usually if they had previous stuff, it doesn't turn out the best, but I think it will be good.
Here's why I'm excited.
Why?
Brian Konietzko and Michael Dante DiMartino are helping.
They're helping?
Yeah, they're consultants.
The biggest thing that I'm thinking of with it is...
And they're not whitewashing the cast.
Good.
Good. The biggest thing that I'm thinking about is now people will forget Avatar: The Last Airbender, the movie.
Oh
Yes.
my god, that movie
I
hurts
don't
my
even like to
soul.
talk about it. However,
No.
I'm
Also-
going to force myself to, and I'm going to make a
I'll go
YouTube
and
review.
just- yeah.
I'm going to make a movie review
Then
on
it will get caught by Paramount for a non-Paramount license.
Yeah. Somehow.
Yeah.
Fuck Paramount.
They completely mixed
Can't
up all the
copyright.
races on that. Because, like,
Well, and also they claimed my video like 5 times.
yikes. Because, like, the people, so, like, the Fire Nation, we'll say it's, like, very pale type of, like, Asian country.
Western
people,
Asian.
Yeah. But they made them in, like, East Indian, like, super tan, dark hair, like.
And the water tribe people who
Iroh-
are darker
Yeah,
are
the water tribe people who
very
are supposed
white.
to be, like, Pacific Islander were.
They're supposed to be
white.
Inuit.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
they're not.
Native.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be of Inuit descent is what they're based on.
And
And
they were
super
not.
white,
And also, Iroh was not a big fat man with a white beard.
which I want.
You messed up.
Give us the fat boy.
Give us fat boy, and then make him muscular boy when he breaks out of prison.
Just give us a larger guy who has a muscle build.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give us the mountain, but make him look short.
And give him like the
Give us
most
some-
soothing voice you ever heard. Then.
He needs to have a soothing voice.
And make
Yeah.
him philosophical as fuck.
Yep.
Yep.
That's how you make Iroh.
It's not very hard.
It's not very
He's a
hard.
pretty basic character.
Writing his lines are difficult.
I
Yeah.
bet. Yeah.
Because he's smart.
He's a smart cookie.
That man taught me more as a child than I think anyone
I want
else.
to get the White Lotus symbol because that's what my internet friends. That's like our group. We call ourselves the
White
White
Lotus.
Lotus. So I want to get that, and then I want to get a quote around it. It's the one about. Hold on. If you look for the light, you will often find it, but if you look for the dark, that is all you'll ever see.
Yep.
I want to get that around it.
That's awesome.
Did I ever tell you what Noah's gonna get?
What?
Type 1 diabetic.
Oh right. Yeah.
Because it's better than having a medical wristband.
Yeah.
It's comedic, but also probably life saving.
Would you need to
No.
put that on your wrist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna get it like here.
Okay.
So ituld be like a medical wristband. 'Cause
But
that's the
it'd
first
just be
place they're
tattoo.
gonna check.
Yeah.
Is they check both the wrists, because that's where you go to check for the pulse.
I saw a really painful looking tattoo, like in a YouTube video. It was on the soles of the feet.
No.
Which there's so many nerves in the feet that connects to like almost everything else.
How do you hold still through that?
I don't
Because
know.
literally someone will like poke my foot and it retracts my whole leg and like
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Did she
not
get
nice.
strapped in?
It must have. Like you would have to like.
She
belt
got
them.
young Frankenstein strapped in.
Oh my yeah.
That's what it'd have to be for me to sit still through that. I got it on the back of my leg and that didn't hurt, but there's not that many nerves there where I got mine. Bottom of the foot though, oh god.
That's no bueno. Jack White.
Look, there he is.
Jack White for his daddy.
Every podcast he walks through.
We went to the basement and he walked through.
Yeah.
We can't
That was-
escape
We
him.
literally can't escape Jack. We'll have to have him guest at some point.
Obviously.
Good
Yeah.
luck fucking convincing him.
I know, but
We might be able to convince Graysick, but we can't convince him.
I'm so happy that we convinced Graysick to
Oh,
guest
we got
on
a
the
whole
podcast.
new question for him.
Really?
Yeah, you know it.
Oh, right.
So what was it like teaching on morphine?
Yeah. And
We
we'll
are okay-
obviously find out
We
our
are
answer.
okay to say that because he did get legal allowance from the school.
Yep, he got permission from his supervisor to teach after his surgery.
for what I will not disclose because that's his story.
Yep, that's his story. We'll let him tell that. Hopefully he'll tell that.
See, with McKinley, some questions were just immediately finished. With Graysick, I feel like we're going to say a question and then 30 minutes will have passed.
We'll literally ask him 2
podcast.
questions,
Yeah.
and that'll be our normal podcast time.
And it's just going to be us with notebooks.
We're gonna just have him teach a class. And
We're
just
literally just going to be sitting like we're in class because his class is so fun to sit through.
Dude, today was the best class.
What
I've
did he
been in.
fucking say?
It was so good because he's talking
When
about
you're in an elevator, if you stand next to the buttons, you're rude.
Oh.
You go to the corner.
You go in the opposite corner.
Then if someone else walks in, where do they go?
The opposite corner.
The other corner.
Away from you.
I love how anytime I do his voice, I turn into Gilbert Godfrey from Cyber Chase.
Dude, I love Cyber
As
Chase.
Digit, the bird.
Yeah.
Who's
Dude.
the bad guy?
Hacker.
Who played him?
Oh,
I don't know.
That's the hacker to you.
And then
Back to the PBS kid thing.
Oh no, it's Hacker!
Motherboard. I don't remember what.
There was Matt.
Matt. Yep.
Was the kid boy.
Yeah, he was the main. They're all the main actors.
And
but
it was.
he's
Jack-
the one that I remember the
And then
most.
there was Jackie, who was
Yup.
the African American
I'm
girl.
Jackie was the second one that I remember the most.
And then who was the
Remember.
brunette with the really aggressive glasses?
I know who you're talking about. I can picture, but I can't.
One
think.
second.
She wears purple
Yeah.
and green.
IMDb.
Yeah.
I've done this search so many times, it's almost dumb.
It's in your recent
I can
searches.
see all the colors, and I can.
Is
see
it?
What?
I wonder.
Wow.
How far do I have to go down to find Cyber Chase? Oh, it's not on here.
Here, I'll look it up.
No, I got it.
Well, I got it too. So.
Speed race. Go.
Cyber Chase.
Cybertruck was.
Cybertruck. I love how much
Jackie.
hate it's getting.
Inez.
Inez?
Yeah.
Matt,
Matt?
and Bianca.
Wait,
Bianca.
who the heck is Bianca? Oh, Bianca's the brunette.
I think so,
Who's
yeah.
Inez? What? Hold on.
It's Canadian American? I didn't know that.
Inez.
Matt, Jackie, Inez, 9-year-old Latin American girl.
Who is that? Was she new? What happened there?
Shoulder length brown hair and mostly wears a pink long sleeve t-shirt.
Yeah, with the purple
That's
vest.
Teal shorts,
Her name's Inez?
a pair of square glasses.
Yeah, that's her.
Digit LeBoyd. I didn't know he had a last name.
What?
I didn't know he had a last name.
Gilbert Godfrey is Digit.
No,
And
Hacker. Hacker is Christopher Lloyd. That's who it is.
Oh, the doc!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Bent on taking over, creating ultimate chaos for cyberspace. Buzz, one of Hacker's henchmen.
Oh.
And Delete,
Bud, yeah,
the skinnier and taller one of Hacker's
Yeah.
henchmen.
The other one was like egg-shaped with aggressive lips. That was my favorite show, but it came on like right at 2:30 or 3 o'clock when I'd come home from school. So I had to like sprint home from the bus to be able to catch like the last half of it.
Yeah. So there's also Dr. Marbles, smart and brilliant inventor who serves Motherboard. Responsible for creating Hacker to help and defend Motherboard,
He's got like
but
a
would later
light bulb.
rebel against Motherboard
He
and try
looks
to
like a
destroy
weird
it.
chef with a mustache, right?
I think.
Because he's got like a light bulb head and then like a push broom mustache.
Yeah. Widget, small likeness of Digit, also voiced by Gilbert Gottfried. Teeny weeny Paralini, small square girl. She's not scared of Hacker, in spite of the fact that her mother would not let her help the Cyber Squad.
From
She does
the-
help them find Diamond Joe.
From like the parallelogram planet,
Yeah.
where they're all like squares, rhombuses, and diamonds, and like some of them have like pigtails or
Yeah.
whatnot to depict that they're female.
Motherboard is
One has
voiced
a
by
bow.
Christina
Yeah.
Nickel.
I love when there are where the character designs are definitely just
The
androgynous.
penguin that plays hockey. Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is such a throw.
No, I love it when
And
there
Sliders,
are
the
characters,
skateboarder.
Yeah.
characters that there's no way that you're gonna tell their like gender. So what do? Put a bow on the head.
Put a bow, give her some eyelashes.
Imagine if that's how they decided which Transformers were girls. Just fucking Bumblebee rides in, bow on top of his head.
I'm a girl.
I'm a girl. I don't even know if the mic was able to pick that up. Barely.
We'll see.
We'll see. Well, I won't because I definitely won't go over this
As a small kid,
in
I
post.
used depicting whether or not a character was a girl or a boy was whether or not they had like long hair and or eyelashes.
That doesn't work anymore.
Well, didn't work at that time either because boys still have eyelashes.
I've got nice eyelashes.
Parker
You've got
has
nice
beautiful
eyelashes.
And I've
We're gonna
tried
have an
so many
eyelash
times. I'm like, can I please put mascara on you? And he's like, no.
I hate shit near my eyes.
I know.
I've never put on mascara. I've had to put on eyeliner for shows,
I have.
which I also don't like because I've gotten it in my eye from somebody who didn't know what they were doing.
I
sucks.
did it myself and it looked horrible, but they're gonna get what they fucking get.
I did.
See,
that.
Because I get like panic attacks when it's that close.
I got told a few times to do it myself, and I'm like, guess it's not getting put on because I don't trust myself enough, and I'm not trying to get it in my eye again.
When
I don't
was-
trust people.
When I was doing
Yeah.
Zach's makeup for their horror film,
Mm-hmm.
I was
I
making
did
him
Carter's.
into a demon, and every single time I had to get like black near his eye just to fill it in, so then he didn't look
Yeah.
not complete. He would just ever so slightly lean away from me, and I'm like,
Pull him closer
Zach, I need to get right there by your eye. Just look up and zone out for a second so I can get close to your eye. And his eyes would be fluttering and he'd slowly move back away from me again. I'm like, I don't know you well enough to just like grab the back of your head and just stick a brush in your eye. But I'd do that to you because I know you would be all sorts of resistant.
You'd grab me and I would have a panic attack.
I have a
I
fear of
know.
things entering my eye.
I don't.
Yet you wear contacts.
I'm so
I
immune.
don't wear contacts. I wear contacts like once every month.
I'll still flinch whenever something
And then
gets
they
close
stay
to
in
my
for
eye,
4
but-
days though. They're 1 day contacts.
Yeah. No, I stayed in for closer to like a week.
My first time ever doing
I had to flood them out.
liquid eyeliner. I got it too close to my actual eye, and then all of a sudden, just like a black sheen went over my whole
Ooh.
eye. And I was like, oh,
Oh, that's not good.
that's not supposed to happen. But a couple blinks, and then you just clean it out of the well of your eye.
My brother's an eye doctor, and I found a meme of this dude at like a graduation ceremony with lemon juice,
Oh,
squirting
yeah.
it into his eye, and I'm like, oh, I need to know what happened to this dude's eye. So I sent my brother the video, and he goes, well, his nerves are probably burned in his eye. And I'm like, oh, shit.
There's a.
He's like, if he's not blind, he has permanent nerve damage in his eye.
Isn't there a YouTuber that's like known?
Supreme Patty.
Yeah, they're like known for.
That's
putting-
loud as fuck in the mic.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Good for us.
He's known for.
If the
putting
quality
just
goes
juice.
down, our money goes down.
I'll just make a different bet. Get us to $5.
No.
$5.
The deal was another 3 cents, and we beat that.
I know.
We got 6 cents.
Damn.
Damn!
Damn, Jackie!
Damn!
I can't control the weather.
Back at it again with the white vans. Remember that one?
Yeah, fuck that one.
Yeah, everyone,
Daniel got bullied.
Every single person who had white
Daniel
shoes.
got famous.
Accurate, but every person who wore white shoes after that point.
Or
was
everyone
just
named Daniel.
harassed. Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel's got screwed over after that.
Yep.
Damn, Daniel!
Back at it again with the white vans.
Get it again with the white beans.
Ew.
So cringy.
Oh, you want to see
remember
something funny?
another cringy meme around that time.
Hey, look, you want
Alex
to see
from
something
Target.
funny?
What?
I'll crunk with you. I'll crunk with you, sweetie.
I love that. I love those videos. No, so another cringy thing from
No.
that time.
That's not allowed. I hate that voice and he knows it.
We both do it.
Abuse.
You're not abused.
You know, Parker, I think it's a good time to ask, since you were just doing a voice, what other voices can you do?
Oh, jeez.
You got 90
Dude.
seconds.
I know you do Chris Hemsworth.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. It's
What do you mean I can't do Chris Hemsworth at all?
Fuck off.
I have a piece of an earring.
Did you just take your earring out?
I took a piece off of my earring.
Why'd you take the back off of your earring?
Because I can. Are you challenging me?
Do you want to put in a hoop? I got
We all know who's in charge here.
me.
Yes, you, of course.
Yes, you of course.
Yes.
I like this one.
I like this one. Well, I would assume so.
You don't
You've been
understand
dating
that
for a couple
reference.
years.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And it's clearly the smartest among you. The rabbit is right, and he's clearly the smartest among you.
understand the commentary because she hasn't seen Infinity War or Endgame.
What?
We're literally watching them later tonight.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, fix that.
We were catching up on all the other ones she hadn't seen,
He made me,
so then we could watch Infinity War and have her fully understand who the people are.
I had to watch both of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Those are good, though.
Hey, but now she knows what Mary Poppins y'all means.
I thoroughly enjoyed
Nice.
And why I cried.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
For some reason, it doesn't matter if it's like
Never
a
cried in a
romantic
movie.
bond that dies or a dog that dies. I won't cry. Second, it's a father figure. I'm gone.
I've never cried in a movie.
Yeah, I know. You're a soulless human.
So IMDb put something out on Twitter a while ago. It said, name a movie that you always cry to. And I said, I've never cried to a movie. And Carter replied to my comment with 2 words.
Cynical fuck.
Cynical fuck.
Have you ever
And so
watched-
now I just send him like memes of like, oh my gosh,
Have you
this
ever
movie's
watched
so
what?
sad.
He has not watched The Notebook.
That's why you've never
I
cried
have.
in it. You
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
I thought you
You
said
haven't cried
No, I
to
haven't
the
watched it.
Notebook?
I don't know.
He doesn't have a soul.
No, I have a soul because I've cried during Avatar. But I have not cried during The Notebook.
What part did you
I've never cried during a movie.
It's the length
What?
that he has to get attached to
Appa
people.
sitting in
it doesn't
Momo.
work.
No, not Appa sitting in Momo's footprint. I don't know why I just got those two
Momo
mixed up.
Momo
Momo
sitting
sitting in
Appa's
Appa's footprint.
Oh, that made you
Not even
cry.
Iroh singing, which is weird.
Oh, like the Soldier Boy song?
Yeah.
Oh.
Leaves from the
no.
Vine. It wasn't
That
even Leaves from the Vine, which is
sucks.
weird. But like that's not what gets me. What gets me is Momo sitting in Appa's footprint. I don't know why. It gets me every time.
That's a
No, it's-
There's
the-
movies that I almost cry to. Like
The thing is,
Endgame.
it's the length of the time that you have to be with the characters that
But-
I struggle with this. I don't have enough time to get attached. So of course, when the Marvel Universe comes around and they're finally like having you see these characters for
But
7 movies
I didn't
in a row,
cry.
I'm starting to get attached.
That's why I didn't get attached to Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Him. I didn't get attached to him because I didn't know who he was prior to those movies, and like we binged them all in one night, so like I didn't get that time to let it marinate.
I had a lot of time to let
Yeah.
it marinate, and it's still marinating.
It's still marinating. It's
especially,
still
especially that McKinley got to meet him.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, I remember this.
As I'm sitting there crying about the movie, I turn to McKinley's story, and then it just has him with Michael Rooker.
Lucky bastard.
And right as I'm sitting there looking at it, it cuts to the next one, and it's McKinley's picture of them signed with "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all."
Oh.
Right after I finish this movie, I'm like,
It's a dick move. It's a dick move.
he didn't even know that. Like,
Yeah.
there was no way he could have possibly known,
No.
because he was at a con.
Yeah. Was it? It wouldn't have been Comic-Con at that point. What would it have been?
It was just a Minneapolis one.
Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think he went all the way to.
Los Angeles.
Did he? Los Angeles.
Away from the mic.
Yeah, should we talk about your ability to burp and me not being able to?
Yeah.
Yet me always being accused?
That's a deep burp.
Oh, that's a
Everyone
weak
assumes
one.
it's him. I always.
Everyone turns to me and I'm like, if I burp, it's gonna be the most pathetic thing you ever heard.
It's funny though, because the first time he ever burped around me, it was just all of a sudden like a smell in the air, and I was like, "Did you just burp?" Because like it was.
There's
it
a
was just, like,
smell?
Yeah. No, they have a distinct.
It's very
Never smelled a
distinct.
burp.
It's a distinct.
It's very
smell.
distinct.
Mm-hmm.
Never smelled a burp.
I was just like,
You always hear the exhale, and then you're all of a sudden like, "Did you just burp?"
it's very faint.
It's the scene from Step Brothers. Onions and ketchup. It's a small room. You know, now the suits seem kind of fucked up. Where he farts in the job interview.
Well, that's one thing, that your farts don't smell like anything.
But they're loud.
They can be. Yeah.
I'm telling Bumble bitch that Evie's the guest.
She's gonna be jealous.
I want to say hi. Can I say hi?
Maybe.
Maybe. I want to say hi.
Oh my god.
I don't think you understand how excited she is to hear that someone in the dorm is dating.
I am a hopeless romantic.
I'm not dating,
I am.
technically.
Well,
Because
trying.
we haven't met yet. Trying.
Trying. That's all that matters, is someone's trying.
Do you know how little she's been able to talk to Noah and Max about this stuff?
I want to find someone for both of them.
Max won't even message people back.
Why?
He gets matches. He gets a lot of matches.
It's because he's Mini Drake Bell.
He
Who
is.
doesn't want to match
Okay,
with Mini Drake Bell?
I noticed this one day and I said it. Because they brought up that he looks like Drake Bell.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, yeah, I can kind of see it. I look up Drake Bell and I go,
Holy
that's
shit.
not Drake Bell, that's Ewan McGregor. So the natural evolution is Max, Drake Bell, Ewan McGregor. And I'm right.
Excuse me.
Could you not interrupt me?
Me too.
Just go, could you not?
I ate Keezy pizza for the first time.
Oh, well, there you go. That's why.
That's why.
But yeah, no, so I said something like, maybe you guys can be friends because you both want to meet each other. And
Hold up a photo.
yeah.
I think with age, Max is just gonna slowly look more and more like.
Also,
Drake
he has slightly red hair too.
Bell.
Yeah. A little bit.
It's a good.
Drake
trade.
Bell's is pretty brown though.
Oh my
I'm
god!
pretty
I'm
sure.
sorry.
Right? Isn't it? Oh, she texted back. She just said nice with a smiley face. So she's excited for you guesting. Because she said that she wants to be friends with you.
I want to be friends with her. I want to be friends
She's
with her.
gonna
so
text me
bad.
after this
Can I
episode.
point out, Drake Bell is aging in the weirdest way.
It's like just his smile lines and crow's
Yeah.
feet in his eyes.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only way he's aging.
Like his hair is still pristine.
Yeah.
Have you seen his most recent album cover?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see.
His hair is pristine.
Full coif, all the way out.
Yeah, what?
That
How?
hairline too is so good. That's better than my hairline.
Also, that's just
My hairline goes back far.
It's very
But it's
basic,
not
but it
receding.
looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get bald spots from my grandma. It's hereditary that we both just have like these patches. So like in the 7th grade, when like skinny little Under Armour headbands and high ponytails were the
Mhm.
shit, I realized, Evie, being popular is not for you. You don't have the hairline for it.
Back in the good old days when popularity was based on hair.
Yep. And who owned the most Under Armour neon things?
Yup.
I had one sweatshirt and it was like the brightest yellow.
He's back.
Jack White.
Board time.
Does Jack White know who I am? Parker? Does Jack White know who I am?
Maybe. Maybe not.
He knows that you exist.
So that's a no. He doesn't know that you are.
I don't know if he knows who you are.
As like an entity.
He knows that Evie is a person.
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Evie the person. Or
He's
how
not
I-
gonna watch this.
How I introduced myself to everybody in the dorms. Hi, I'm Parker's girlfriend. My name's Evie.
Yep.
Oh, it's
I'm pretty sure that's almost exactly what you said word for word to me.
Yeah, I've
It was
had to
really
do
funny.
it for almost 5
There
years
was a beautiful
now, so-
moment. There was a beautiful moment today where I was talking to McKinley. I'm like, yeah, Evie's coming over. Who's Evie?
What?
McKinley.
I'm like, my
Everybody else
girlfriend.
knows.
You've met her multiple times, and he's like, oh yeah, I forgot her name. 10 minutes pass. I'm like, oh, Evie's here. And he's like, which Evan? And I'm like, Evie. He's like, who's Evie? Ignore everything I just said.
Should I tell?
Jack, it's the girlfriend.
I see.
Okay, so he assumed.
He's like,
Should
no.
I tell her that you want to be friends with her now, or should we just wait for this to come out and surprise her?
I want to be friends with her now.
Okay.
She
I
can
just
watch-
sent her a text saying that you want to be friends with her
It's the girl
too.
with more connections to Mason.
No, we don't talk about Mason.
I'm sorry.
Fuck Mason.
That's usually how relationships with Mason end.
Yeah.
It's either that they don't end or it's fuck Mason.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that kid.
Who's Mason?
That doesn't surprise me.
The person who went to school with us.
A cynical fuck.
Mm.
He's
Cynical fuck.
He's a Pisces.
He's a
That
cynical
means
fuck.
nothing to me.
I'm sorry.
I'm a Libra. That's all I know. I don't know anything else.
That's why you don't cry at work and movies.
Is that why? I don't know.
No, that's why I asked you your birthday.
Yeah, because I was.
Because everyone wants to know your star sign.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have just told you my star sign. I know it. It's
I mean-
Libra.
Well, I also just wanted to know your birthday.
I also.
So I'm like, I witnessed it.
No.
Which day was that?
No
Yeah.
offense to Libras, but my only like true experience with
Choose
a
your
Libra
words carefully.
is my manager at work, who was not very nice.
Just walks out of the podcast.
No, Luke, I can tell you, you are not Alexis.
No, you are.
That's good.
You are not my manager.
Well, I assume it's good.
It is. You're on the upswing for Libras. Bonus
Nice.
point to Libras.
Nice.
And
We're
I know
covering some brownie points for the
Yeah.
Libras.
And I know how to deal with Taurus because my father is a Taurus.
Okay.
You also
And I-
have the most Taurus boyfriend ever made.
Because you were born on a planetary alignment, so like almost all of your planets are in Taurus.
Or Gemini.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm a Gemini.
You're not.
I can't help it, I'm a Gemini.
That's such a Cancer thing to say. That sounds like an insult and a star sign thing at the same time.
I don't even know what characteristics of Cancers are. I just
I don't know what characteristics of Libras are.
We should
And
look
I-
some
not
up.
crying.
Look some up.
I'm a Cancer.
You're a Cancer?
Yeah.
What type?
Does that mean that all Cancers are enigmas?
All Cancers are enigmas?
Are they?
Why?
'Cause Jack's an enigma.
Jack White, can you
Well, is-
remake my door
Your
sign?
sister's a
'Cause
yeah.
assholes
Is a
broke it.
Cancer, right?
Oh.
Emma? Emma's a Cancer,
I don't-
right?
Okay.
I don't.
Coming at them a
I
bit.
think you. I don't know. It was
Your sister's birthday.
David Carter or
Yeah,
Tyler
she's a-
Duke.
It was Tyler.
Your
Tyler's
sister's-
is broken too. I'm not gonna make nice things if you guys don't appreciate
I
it.
appreciate. I told you thank you when you put it up.
I love mine.
I
Right
love
away,
mine.
I
I'm a
didn't think
camp.
you made me one,
Jack.
but-
Jack, you made a camp cabin with my name on it. I'm a camp
You made
counselor.
those?
I love
Yeah.
that.
Those are so cute.
I love it. I'm a camp counselor.
Jack, we
and he put a
appreciate you.
camp cabin on my door.
I quit yesterday and then decided not to quit. So I had a rough.
We're so proud.
I know. We were very
And I
scared.
am thankful that you did decide to not quit. Because I don't know if our hall would have been the same without you.
It wouldn't have. Also, we watched a guy quit at Keezy today.
Really?
Did you hear about that?
No.
What happened?
Podcast story.
Alright.
Okay, so we're sitting at Keezy, and then all of a sudden, we hear like stomping, and then I was looking the wrong way. So I'm telling the way that I heard this, and then I'm telling Jagger's side of it, because he witnessed it.
Mm-hmm.
But so, we heard like stomping, and then a crash and clatter, and it was the bucket of cups. There are like 40-something cups in there,
Yeah.
at minimum. Got yeeted across the floor. And then all of the silverware was thrown down, and then like 30 seconds passed, and then we hear another bucket of cups go down.
So he was like raging.
Yeah, it wasn't a quit.
Oh.
It was a fired.
Oh my gosh.
No, but so.
Well, at least it was entertaining.
Well, speaking of camp and cups falling on the ground, at my old Bible camp, every single time someone would drop like a piece of silverware or a cup and it'd be really loud, everyone would stop eating completely and like clap aggressively. And it was the
that
funniest
should
thing.
that should sink it.
But now I just have like the
Put a
urge
clap
to
sync in the
clap
center.
every single time I hear a cup fall.
Yeah, I don't use the clap sync at the beginning of the video. I use the clap sync in the dead center of it.
Hey, then it's most synced
You
throughout
gotta-
the whole video.
Yeah, you gotta sync it with both claps.
I used to watch a guy who would stream and clap sync every hour,
Why?
because then he was having problems with audio, and it would unsync like every 45 minutes. So at every hour there'd be like a 30-second cut, and then it would re-enter with him.
I'm just imagining Parker in the future for his like mic sync. It's just him like full on like screaming. Just throw out a little ah, and then you sync your mic
What?
on your camera.
What do you want? Why are you looking at me like that, huh? Freaking do-rag.
He hates my do-rag.
I don't hate it. It's just weird to me because you've never worn one around me until like yesterday.
You did not wear it in the beginning.
No, you didn't. That's why I don't like it now because I'm not used to it.
You have cute ears.
Thanks.
You can't. You're dating Parker. You can't.
I can compliment people.
Parker, how do you feel about
She would have problems if.
I couldn't compliment people.
Yo, there's
Yes.
literally people that haven't been trained to flush the toilet after they use it.
Target.
You believe that?
Yeah.
They can't flush.
Yeah, I can. Wanna know why? Because the guys in our hall can't hit the toilet.
Look,
You went all out on
it's
target.
the legend himself. Hey, how's your tonsils?
They're stuck in the middle of my ass.
What?
On my arms.
Careful, Mama Haines listening.
It's okay, she's on.
Yeah, your mom listens to our podcast. What do you have to say
Are
about
you
that?
serious?
Yeah, on her way to work apparently. That's what he told me.
Why not?
Does she get?
Which is so funny because he has not been on the podcast.
Okay, Mama Hane, I got a question for you, and I want you to randomly text Tyler with this answer and do not explain what is happening. Do you get excited waiting for our podcast to come out? Like, do you think she sits there and she's like, I wonder if they posted it yet?
It kind of comes out randomly, so
Yeah, they missed like 2 weeks around Halloween.
that's so weird.
You did.
Like, I wonder what happened.
Oh, we have news. You two are now friends. She says, "Yay! Tell her I say hi." I feel like this is a dangerous friend group now.
It's okay, we talk about them. It's only fair that they talk about us.
So excited.
You want her Snapchat?
Yes.
We're witnessing some very beautiful
Here,
things.
I'll add it on the phone. That way I'm not saying it on the podcast.
Okay, one second.
And random people are adding her.
Gotta clear all my.
Oh, 12-year-old
That's a-
answer.
Here,
It's a dangerous.
12-year-old would try.
12-year-old would. 12-year-old found me on Facebook somehow and added me as a friend, and I didn't realize it was the 12-year-old. I was just like, oh, well, I must know them because they added me on Facebook. So I added them back, and then random group chat I got added into.
She's
And
a
then-
Gemini.
I wouldn't know that. What does that say about her?
I don't know what that means.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up Gemini traits, so don't tell me.
Okay, you have fun with that.
I'm going to. Chill
I'm
out.
so excited.
Oh my gosh.
I like making friends, okay?
She does. Great, now I get to hear from Bumble Bitch from everyone.
Yup. Like I said, he came up with that nickname, not me. Alright. Let's look at their.
I don't know what I did, but I'm now on Drake Bell's Spanish Twitter.
Gemini personality. Let's look at Gemini personality. Oh, that page isn't available. Bumble bitch is fucking with us. Okay. Social, talkative, whimsical, indecisive, or nosy.
Yeah.
You'll never be bored, apparently.
That's true.
Okay, 7 key Gemini traits. Here we go. Adaptable, outgoing, intelligent, indecisive, impulsive, unreliable, and nosy.
The Geminis that I've known, intelligence is really important to them. So they either lean towards finding people who are intelligent, or they like to be perceived as very intelligent. And if they're not, like, naturally, they can come off as kind of a know-it-all. But my one friend who's a Gemini is a very bad example of a Gemini. He gives everyone a bad rap. Because he is...
who?
You know who.
Just say.
Vagirtner. Uh-huh.
Fucking.
I want to know what I'm like based on this now.
Libras are...
Cosmopolitan.com.
Oh yeah, that's a very reliable source.
What source should I use? Not Cosmo.
Not
I
Cosmo.
literally never use Cosmo.
GaneshaSpeaks.com.
Drake Bell has his own site.
Horoscope.com. Is that okay?
Oh, I don't like that.
Maybe.
I really don't like that.
She snapped me back.
Oh, jeez.
I do not like that fact. Drake Bell's taller than me.
She's so cute. Okay, she's so pure. Protect her. She uses actual smiley faces with a colon and a parenthesis. That is how you know she is a down-to-earth person. She doesn't even...
She's gonna listen to this.
I'm Bumble bitch. With a colon and a capital D.
She's just super happy right now.
Oh my god.
I
I
love
wonder
the
if she
fact
sent
that
me anything. Did you give her my Snapchat? Okay, I'm gonna read through my traits now, according to this website.
Oh, also, for everyone out there, never go to noahmonk.com.
What?
Noah Monk is the guy who plays Gibby.
Oh, I want to go.
And recently someone rebought the site and is now full of malware.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I don't want to go.
So don't do that.
Okay.
So don't go to noahmonk.com. I need to find his new site. Because I want to point everyone in the direction of this as possible.
Okay. So my traits are as follows. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Intelligent, kind, always willing to put others before themselves. Just say selfless.
Mm-hmm.
I value harmony. Ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty.
Go.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
I found it.
The master of compromise and diplomacy.
Yeah.
Adept at seeing all points of view. Excels at
Well,
crafting
Because
compromises.
that's what Libra is. Libra is like the scales.
Yeah.
So they try to be fair and then hear both sides of the story, typically.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like
Up in the clouds.
They
Yep.
like to have information about things before they make a judgment.
Amazing at making big plans. Follow through can be tricky. Yup. Alright. So, what's the website? Did you find it?
I remembered what his YouTube channel is now.
Ah.
Because he's now a YouTuber.
Sick.
So many people are YouTubers now.
It
Josh
is
Peck is a
called
YouTuber.
Sad World.
Well, that was much more depressing than I thought it was going to be.
It is not sad.
Give it.
Give it!
That was
173,000. The video that popped up right away is called Positivity.
He's not having the best time with his hairline. But
Let's get positive.
you can also go to sadworldonline.com.
good to know. 10 out of 10.
Oh my goodness.
And I love the line that he has for it. If it will load. I could just go back.
What is this
Failed
YouTube
dreams.
channel?
Some call Sad World experimental, but it's actually a deep dive into the psyche of our current times.
Sick.
Dreams, parentheses, seizure warning.
And you're going to notice that every single one of his thumbnails looks like an acid trip.
Oh
Yeah.
God. She snapped me back and she said, I feel like we're already best friends. With a cat. The Snapchat filter that makes you a cat.
Oh my goodness.
You don't know what you just did. You
I
created the romance of the century, my dude.
The homance?
Yeah, well, we got the bromance. My gut.
Me and Parker have the bromance. You and Evie have, according to her, the homance.
Yep.
Bumble bitch and Evie.
Yep.
Bumble bitch and Evie Joe from Kokomo.
Every joke from Kokomo.
You're just throwing out my email.
What are we?
People.
What are we?
I didn't say what it was.
What are we?
What are we?
Yeah. With a Crackcast.
Puke.
What's up, Jack White?
Crackcast.
That was so
We've still got to
aggressive.
get an intro song.
That is no lie my favorite thing is Paul Rudd and can't think of his name right now.
Come on, you can think of it.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Because I never have remembered. What's his name?
I'm not telling.
What's his name?
Not telling. I want you to do this.
Fuck you, cuck.
You would pansexual. Gotcha.
Gotcha, bitch.
Duke is being loud.
This semester?
Nope, not anymore. He's staying.
You're staying?
He goes.
Oh, yeah.
You gave all of us a heart attack.
We were all like, we don't want a different RA. We like Jack. We're like, our new RA would probably be an asshole. We're like, we want Jack.
Michael Douglas.
You looked it up.
Yes, I did, because fuck you.
The whole goal is to not.
I'm falling in love with your woman.
It's not my woman. We're not technically dating.
Falling in love.
I have claimed this one, Bumble bitch. You can go get your own.
I'm a demisexual. What you gonna do about it?
I've never heard of a demisexual.
Oh yeah?
It means that they have to form an emotional bond before sexual bonds can be.
Okay.
In other words, I need to be able to trust a person before they touch me at all.
That was
Fair enough.
sweet.
Yep. You knew that. You're good and patient.
Well, it's because you gave me enough time to stop being awkward.
I'm
I would
literally
like-
just gonna tell her you're freaking out.
I would like to point out the fact that so far there is a joke going on in these dorms that if I were to be single now, me flirting would literally just be me walking up to girls, you, me, food, 7.
You, me, food, 7.
Oh my gosh, you trying to flirt now would be the funniest thing.
He's forgotten.
I never knew.
No, we started dating in the 8th grade.
Right.
There was no flirting.
It
He was like, get
Actually.
awkward silence and a lot of shoulder
Actually,
shrugs, and then
it was about 2 weeks
Hold on.
of both of us dropping as many fucking hints as possible to please ask me out.
We gotta tell the story properly. It all started.
so you guys basically got together the same way me and my first girlfriend did, dropping hints like fucking crazy.
Well, it wasn't even
And
dropping
neither of
hints.
them
It was
picking
just
up.
slowly, like, just, I'm gonna slowly become, like, part of your life. Because, so, here's a fun story of him trying to wedge his way.
Literally
Wedge.
wedge my way into her life.
So we took the same 8th grade art class.
Mm-hmm.
I took it with my best friend, and he sat at, like, the other end of my table.
With 2 now thoughts.
So.
And I don't think they'd fight me on that fact.
No. But
You're
anyways.
still friends with them?
Yeah, one of them I'm still a good
on
friend
speaking
with.
terms, yeah.
On
But-
speaking terms.
Okay. I like her. I don't really hang out with her because she makes dumb decisions and I can't help but be a dad.
Yes. Anyway.
So she'd be having a bad time and I'd just be anxious.
So, it all started with Parker placing himself between my best friend and I in art class.
I literally sat on the corner of
Not
the
in a
table.
spot. It was me sitting facing this way, and then the corner of the table, and then my friend sit like perpendicular to each other, and then he sat on the corner. Not a place.
There was not enough space to do art.
No, we had like the palette knife project with the giant canvases, and we were all crammed in there so tight. It was.
At one point I started doing it on my chair. Because there was more space where I was sitting than there was where I was
Yeah.
trying to draw.
And then when you asked me out, I immediately told my best friend, and she's like, "Oh my god, I was gonna say something because he liked one of us." I didn't know which one, but he was awkwardly close to both of us.
Yeah, to Tori, if you're ever gonna watch this.
Which I doubt you will unless I
It
show
was
it to
not you.
It was not you.
Tori is very much like you in a lot of ways.
We're too similar to ever have dated.
Well, God, if you guys.
Because I piss myself off.
I feel like I would piss myself off. If I dated a girl that was just like me, I'd piss myself off.
That's
Me and Tori are on very mutual terms.
Yep.
Where it's just like, I like you. So let's keep it that way and decide not to
Let's
to
just
be around each other long enough for us to not
Yeah.
like each other.
Accurate.
Because we know that we're going to be seeing each other for the rest of our lives.
And that's why.
You and me are kind of similar though, a little bit. Not
Yeah.
a ton, but
not
a little
enough, Not
enough
for
to
there
piss
be a
us off.
problem.
bit. Yeah.
Accurate. And that's why we are so different.
What the fuck?
What was that?
Just the screaming.
Was that outside or Evan's room?
I think that was Evan's room.
Evan, are you alive?
Let's see if he knocks back. We go to his room. Are you okay?
Did something just happen, Evan?
By the way, we just crossed the 1 hour mark.
Wow.
This is the first one that hasn't felt like it needed to end.
I was like, how far are we? I was like, an hour.
Dang.
It's like, what?
I'm impressed.
Jeez.
I feel like we got off topic
I feel
at
like
some point, and we just never got back on track.
I feel like my internal clock is usually pretty correct. I was thinking like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That happens. My friend group having conversations, it's like, how did we get here?
Except us having conversations usually does that.
Yeah.
Just all of a sudden when it's podcast time, it doesn't do that? Or
We
vice versa?
avoid each other for the whole week, and then we're like, podcast time, let's talk. No, I'm kidding.
I wish that were true because that'd be hilarious.
We just
But
hate
like
each other off camera.
we definitely do not. Do
No.
that. We end up talking for way too long, but it's about stuff that we could never talk about on the podcast. Like it'd just be a really boring podcast.
Yeah.
Like Chris D'Elia or UFC.
I feel like Chris D'Elia would be interesting on the podcast, though. I still want Chris D'Elia on the podcast. I don't care that it's not realistic. I want him on.
Everyone should
Tweet at Chris D'Elia to guest star on the podcast. The
No,
Crack-
to message Luke about being on the podcast. Don't just tell him to be on the podcast because then he's gonna be like, I don't know what this is. Who do I
Yeah.
go to?
Yeah. Tell him, tweet at him, tell him to message me. My Twitter handle is @filmskneip, KNEIP.
Was Knight Films taken?
Yeah, by me, with my just personal account. For some reason, I made it Knight Films, and I was like, well, I want an account separate to my personal account.
Films Knight.
Films Knipe, KNEIP. I'll say it again.
Also,
KNEIP.
reminder, there's now a new YouTube channel
Yes.
for the Crackcast called, get this,
The Crackcast.
Go
It's
figure.
sort of amazing that was not taken.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It's sort of beautiful that there's not another Crackcast.
There is another podcast called The Crackcast, I'm pretty sure.
There is?
But there's a space between the word crack and cast.
Well,
Sorry,
Research.
we got the more OG name. Sorry about that. Not our fault. Anyway, yeah, we should probably wrap this up here in the next couple minutes. Because otherwise we're going to go for an hour and a half.
easily could.
Yeah.
I mean,
It'd be way too easy.
if we didn't have laundry to do, we would
However,
for sure-
that
gosh.
might be a good thing because that means that people could watch this probably pretty easily too.
You want to know what the Crackcast is about?
What? Drugs.
A podcast for those who have to satisfy their ADHD studying needs. The Crack in Crackcast is for core rosins and clinical knowledge.
Wow.
This podcast breaks
So
down
for
the
ADHD
basics.
people, but it serves a different purpose for those ADHD people.
Parker.
Yeah.
You need to watch it.
You better stay loyal to this Crackcast. He just goes super bug-eyed.
Fuck.
His eyes are so big, and you don't realize it until you
My
look
eyes are not
straight
big.
at- Neither are mine. His are very large.
Yeah, mine aren't big.
Sexual assault.
Excuse me, what?
What? You can't just
Come
drop
in
a
here.
bombshell like that and then
I'm
not,
just looking at all their episodes and there's one on sexual assault. It's literally like just studying things.
and then sexual assault. Just
I think this is off of a book.
bomb drop in the middle of it. All right, well, we got to wrap this up. So,
Oh yeah.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
you're welcome.
being
It was
here.
good to have you. The episode flew by.
We're gonna
It
see.
really did.
We're gonna see if I can watch this one of my own voice. This will be the
I'm
only
giving
one
it
that I
5
don't
minutes.
watch. Yeah.
This will be the one that Bumble Bitch listens to religiously.
trying to get to know more about Evie.
Yeah.
I sort of want to make an episode now that's just them.
We take
Would
over.
they
We
host
dress
it?
up as you guys.
Oh, God.
It's
That
just
has to
them.
be in.
It starts with us. 3, 2,
2, 1.
and then it's them.
All right. We're going to end the podcast here. Thank you for listening. Please support us. I don't know. We don't have like a set intro or outro. So, kind of just whatever every episode. Thank you for listening.
And fuck you, cunt.
Bernadette, we'll see you next week, hopefully.